What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Front Yard Fantasy Hour presented by FanDuel. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my beautiful co-hosts, Josh and John Luke. What's up, boys?
Stop.
Don't lie to the people right away. I wasn't even on the earlier show. I'm not always here, all right? I'm feeling good today.
Always is relative. You're always here when you're here, Josh. Guys, also joining us today is a very special guest here to play some fantasy football Jeopardy with us. Chris Meaney is joining us today. For those of you that do not know Chris, he is the host of Mean Streets and Dangle Bet Selly over at FTN. And we are so excited to have you on today with us, Chris. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, man, this is awesome. You guys always crush it, and it's always fun to watch, so it's certainly fun to be a part of it. I appreciate it. I love the energy here on this Friday.
Got to bring the energy on a Friday,
yeah.
Chris, now, we were talking. I was not here last time you were on. Did you win the last game that you were on? Did you get that? No? Okay, so this is a redemption arc going on.
Yes. Today. I was just happy to get a couple answers right. The questions were tough. I learned a thing or two, and I'm expecting to learn a thing or two again tonight. So
that's exactly how I
didn't do
golf.
well.
That's exactly how I approach golf. It's like I got a couple nice hits. That's all I'm here for.
Yeah, exactly. It keeps you coming back
almost every show, you know? So you're not the only one, Chris. Like, you know, so that's why you come and watch.
Lies. I remember Josh did very well. I feel like he had a lot of the questions correct.
Dirty rotten liar, Josh.
Yeah, we'll see if you can back it up again.
Today. Cross my fingers.
We got some people in the chat ready to hang with us today. Maria, what's up? Thank God it's Friday. And Mr. Scampers, the resident chat cat, is here ready to play some fantasy Jeopardy. Kev, bird up. And I heard Kev say bird up live today before the show started from downstairs in Josh's house. And what's up, Jay? Welcome, man. He said, let's go. My man means. You got a cheering section already, at least
what does
one.
He mean?
Yeah, what does he mean? Yeah.
What does he mean?
What's up, Jay?
Joey, welcome, man. He said he's watching from a pillow fort. Really? That's the best way to watch Front Yard Fantasy.
I've seen that comment for the last 3 minutes last minute, I guess, when he posted it. And the whole time I kept thinking it said pillow fart.
I thought it said pillow fart too.
I'm
just so confused.
Guys, I think this is a sign. I think this is a sign that we talk too much about farts and poops on our stream.
Yeah, I think
so. We should. This is our sign to scale it back.
Take it back. Did you just almost? You were that close to making a dad joke, JL, I think.
Was I?
Said, what does that mean?
Oh, you know, it was.
You hate your dad
getting
jokes.
there. That's
just a little
it's getting there.
What's up, Dame? Welcome,
Dadish.
Happy Friday to you as well, Dame. Glad to have you here. And we got Albert in here as well. Hello. What's up, Albert? And Albert took down one of our rounds of fantasy football pub trivia last night. Man, he was a trivia champion along with Josh. Josh got a W over there.
I won a game. I won one of them.
Yeah, not surprised.
Guys, like I mentioned. Josh is like, oh, but it was all luck. I just got so lucky on that game.
I'm so humble, guys. I'm just so freaking humble. Like, it's crazy how humble I am. I'm like the most humble person in the world.
Is that a synonym for liar? Guys, today, like we mentioned, we brought Chris on to play some fantasy football Jeopardy. But before we get into that, a couple reminders. Number one, if you are not already following our man Chris over on Twitter, go and do that right now at Chris Meaney. It is right there below his handsome face on the screen. So make sure you go over there and follow him. And I know football's done, but Chris is a multi-sport man. So if you need some advice on the hockey front, baseball front, you can get that knowledge from Chris as well. His analysis doesn't end just because football season ended. 2, guys, if you're watching this, that means you're already on the FanDuel YouTube or Twitch channels. If you're on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you are on YouTube, hit that like button to make sure you subscribe to FanDuel on YouTube. Then go check out FanDuel on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. There is no 3, Josh. This is the final step. TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. They're at FanDuel on all of those platforms. So make sure you guys go follow them over there. They have a bunch of awesome content creators helping you guys win money and win your league. So you don't want to miss out on that.
They do, Simon.
Sure. We love FanDuel.
Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pull up this Jeopardy board while I explain the rules of the game for today. How this game works is it's just like the TV show Jeopardy, but with a fantasy football and NFL twist. Most of these questions are going to be about fantasy football or the NFL. I say most. There may be some exceptions mixed in there, specifically in the grab bag category. We'll go in a turn order, unlike the TV show where you're buzzing in. So if it's your turn, JL, you would pick a question you'll answer it. If you get it right, you get the money added. But if you get it wrong, we're not subtracting money from your total during the regular rounds. Now, the other twist we have in this game is if you get a question right, you will be able to pick the category for the person that goes after you. So the order, Chris, you're going to be going first, Josh second, JL third. If you get your first question right, that means you get to tell Josh what category he has to answer a question from, so on and so forth. But if you miss it, it's free reign of the board for Josh. We will go like that until all of the questions on the board have been answered or we run out of time. And then we will move into our final Jeopardy question, at which point you can wager from 0 up to all of the money you've accumulated throughout the game. Now, if you miss Final Jeopardy, you will lose the money that you wagered. The person with the most money at the end of Final Jeopardy will be our champion for today. And Josh will fax you some Bitcoin or mail you some cold cash, whichever you prefer.
You just got to give me your fax number. That's literally all you have to do. No one has given me their fax number yet, and it's insane how much Bitcoin they missed out on. It's insane.
Does it expire?
No, I just keep it, and I'm a billionaire now.
I'm a billionaire now.
Yeah.
Guys, before we get started, I'm going to give a rundown of what all these categories are. Odd man out means I'm going to give you basically a qualifier, like 20 plus passing touchdowns, and all of the players listed will meet that requirement except for one, and you'll be responsible for telling me who the odd man out is. There can only be one. This is a new category. We're going to be comparing players that have the same name in this category. There can only be one. One has to come out on top. Name that player. I'm going to give you some facts or some statistics in order, and you have to tell me what player I am talking about. It'll be multiple choice as well. There will be options, but I'm going to give you some facts or stats about this player. You tell me who the player is. Grab bag, this could be anything. Literally anything could be under here. And then FanDuel Fun, we are going to be going to the FanDuel Sportsbook for questions in this category. So all of these questions are coming to you from the FanDuel Sportsbook. And one last reminder, the 100 questions are supposed to be very easy. The $500 questions are supposed to be very difficult. So keep that in mind whenever you're picking your question. It's worth more money, but it is going to be harder. Chris, you're up first, and you've got free reign of the board since you're first. So where do you want to go? What category and what dollar amount?
We'll start easy with the 100 for sure. Name that player. Let's go. I want to hear some statistics.
Name that player for 100.
I like this category.
This player is a wide receiver. They had 1,947 receiving yards, 16 receiving touchdowns, and they were the Super Bowl MVP.
Who could it be, Chris?
Who is that player, Chris?
Starting off strong here, fellas. Cooper Kupp.
No, I doubt it.
What an idiot.
Cooper Kupp is correct. You get
thought he ruined
$100, Chris. Nice job on that one. I know that one was tough for 100, but you got through it.
That was
Now you get to pick Josh's category.
Yeah, Chris, where
Okay, so the grab bag is interesting here. Like, I want you to experience that right off the hop. 100.
All right.
I guess you choose, right? But
yes, I choose the dollar amount. Give me the grab bag for 200.
200 in the grab bag category. In golf, 1 under par is a birdie. 2 under par is an eagle. What avian term is the name for 3 under par? Duck, woodpecker, or albatross?
Simon, I know the answer. I'm not the biggest golfer in the world, but I do wear a lot of golf shirts, and every time I do, JL asks me if I enjoyed golfing earlier. So the answer has got to be albatross.
Albatross is correct. You got that one, Josh. $200 in your bank. And you get to pick JL's.
I wonder who is the biggest golfer in the world.
Like
did Andre the Giant ever golf?
Like
you're talking about just like size-wise.
Size-wise, yeah.
Bryson DeChambeau, after I don't know what he did, that man came back massive. Yeah, he went from looking like Ryan from High School Musical to being like the buffest guy on the tour.
Yeah, there's some big guys that golf. I think Arnold likes to golf, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. I feel like VJ Singh is pretty tall. Old timer VJ.
There we go. There we go. Now we're talking.
I think.
John
Daly's big, yes.
That's true.
John Daly.
John Daly. And Mr. Scammer said Yao Ming probably. Yeah, if Yao Ming ever golfed, then I'm sure he swung a golf club at one point in his life. Yeah. Josh, where are you sending JL for his first question?
JL, you, my friend, can go to name that player.
Name that player. I'll take 200.
200 and name that player.
We're staying easy today, guys.
Yeah.
Running back, 9th in rushing yards, 10th in rushing attempts, played in only 8 games. Is it Rashad Penny, Dalvin Cook, or Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry.
Doubt it.
It is Derrick Henry. You guys got it. These
Like, if
ones
this
are
is
too
Rashad Penny,
easy
I'm
for
gonna
you
kill
guys.
you.
I mean,
guys
like
gotta-
Dalvin Cook wasn't crazy. He didn't miss any games. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
You guys got to start venturing into the harder questions because
We
you're
will,
killing these
eventually.
so far.
We
After
wanted
the-
that warm-up round.
Yeah,
That's
nice
right.
and easy.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. And Albert in here getting that one right as well with Henry. Nice job, Albert. JL, through the first round, all of you guys got your questions right and pretty quickly. Didn't even have to think about them. So where are you
That's
sending
true,
Chris
Simon.
for the next one?
Chris, let's go to Odd Man Out. Let's try that out.
Okay.
What dollar amount would you like, Chris?
I'm still gonna start pretty low here at 100.
100 and odd man out, 4,000 plus passing yards. Patrick Mahomes, Justin
Oh.
Herbert, Carson Wentz. You have to tell me which of these three players did not have 4,000 plus passing yards.
Oh, did not. I'm gonna say Wentz.
I was like, this is kind of. I was like,
Yeah, I
thought it was like who did for a
and
second.
I was like, wait a minute. One of
Guys,
those
the
two.
categories odd, dot,
I
man,
know.
dot,
Now
out,
we get that.
dot.
Thank you.
When I watch Jeopardy, it's the thing that screws me over the most. Is I'm like, wait, what category is this? Because it helps you answer the question.
I know.
So much.
I know.
Chris, so your final answer is Carson Wentz?
It is, yes, Carson Wentz.
And
think
Carson
that's
Wentz
right.
is correct. He had 3,563 passing yards. Mahomes had over 4,800 and Herbert over 5,000. So you're going to add another $100 to your total, tying you up with Josh
Moving on
and
up.
JL here. And now you get to send Josh to his next
Whatever
question.
category you give me, Chris, I'm going big. I'm going big here.
Okay, all right then. Let's do FanDuel Fun.
FanDuel for 500. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh,
And you guys may
baby.
notice something different about the FanDuel Fun category
Oh, no.
this week.
Oh no.
Put these MLB teams in order of best to worst odds to win the 2022 MLB World Series. Arizona Diamondbacks, Toronto Blue Jays, Oakland Athletics.
Hope you know baseball, Josh.
And so just to clarify, best to worst odds means if the odds indicate that they're more likely to win, not like what you think are the best odds to bet on. So just to clarify that, the favorite.
I don't know baseball, guys. I'm going to be completely honest with you. So this is going to be a complete guess. I am going to go with the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Oakland Athletics, then the Toronto Blue Jays. And
So that is
I'm
Diamondbacks,
I'm looking at
Athletics,
Chris's little
Blue
smile
Jays.
over there. I don't know. I don't
Chris
know
knows.
about that.
I think I know, but
Josh, are you locking that in?
Yeah.
you
Diamondbacks,
said-
Athletics, Jays. Blue Jays.
Diamondbacks, Athletics, Blue Jays. I am sorry, you are wrong. It was Blue Jays, Athletics, Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks currently have plus
exact wrong
25,000
order.
odds to win
Yeah.
the World Series, Josh.
Perfect.
you just misunderstood, right? That's it.
Yeah,
You just had the order
you're-
wrong.
I thought
You
you
were
said the
doing-
worst odds.
Yeah, worst
I
to
didn't-
best.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Albert, though, in the chat. Let's freaking go. And
Strong.
Kevin got. Wait,
Kev knows baseball?
he got it.
And Kev didn't have time to type the whole names. He said, I'm done with you guys. I'm just typing 2 letters for each. That's all I got time for. But nice job, Kev and Albert. So, Josh, unfortunately, you did not get that one, but maybe it reveals a little something about what you can expect in that FanDuel Fun category.
Yeah, I like that.
No.
Maria said Chris is going to win for the slow and steady strategy going on here. Well, it's working so far.
Kev goes,
He's
how about
tied.
them O's?
Yeah,
Our O's
debatable.
last.
Um,
And the
How about
odds?
them, O's? They can't be
They're-
last.
Maybe.
Yeah, pretty close to
Probably.
it. Yeah,
I know they're
It's-
very close, but they're definitely not
Yeah.
last.
Sad.
There's always a little bit of hope for the Orioles, like the
Yeah.
smallest amount, and they usually show up for like a week.
Like one game.
people
JL
around Baltimore get excited at the beginning of the season every year,
Oh, it doesn't
and
matter.
then
Yeah,
it's
we
like,
get hyped.
what are you guys talking about?
All right, so it's mine because Josh got that one wrong.
Yeah, and you got free reign of the board.
All right, let's go with there can only be one for 300.
There can only be
Please.
one for 300. Which Mike had the most receiving yards in the 2021 regular season? Mike Gesicki, Mike Evans, or Mike Williams?
It's a good question.
I'll go with
Yeah, it
Evans.
is.
Locking it in?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was
Yeah.
Mike Williams by over 100 yards. Mike
Yeah.
Williams had the most receiving yards in the
That was
2021 regular season of these
Tricky.
Mikes. That was definitely a tough one. Mike Evans, what was it? 14 receiving touchdowns. Definitely pumped him
Yeah.
up in those fantasy rankings. Well ahead of Mike
Absolutely.
Williams there.
Like my initial reaction was like, it's Mike Williams, and I was like, wait a second, think about this, Josh. Like Mike Evans had a really freaking good season, so like I might have psyched myself out too and went with Mike Evans there. I think I probably would have.
That was a tricky one.
I think I probably would have gone with Mike Evans.
JL got that one wrong, though. We got all this Orioles hype in here, though. You guys,
we do, yeah. Cedric Mullins, I like that comment. He is the real deal, yeah.
Man, people love their Orioles in the chat, apparently. Chris, JL missed his question, so you've got free reign of the board again. Where would you like to go?
I'm going to stick in the FanDuel section, and I will go FanDuel
now
Fun
that he knows
for
baseball.
Yeah. No, it may not be. But FanDuel Fun for 300. Let's try that one.
FanDuel Fun for 300. Who is currently the betting favorite to win the MLB World Series in 2022? So who is the betting favorite, the number one favorite team? The Los Angeles Dodgers?
It's not Baltimore.
It's not the O's.
The Orioles, the Braves, or the Tigers?
As much as Jordan probably wants it to be Baltimore, I think it's the Los Angeles Dodgers.
And you would be correct with the Los Angeles Dodgers at plus 600, the Braves at plus 1,400, the Tigers at plus 4,000, and the Orioles at plus 50,000 to win the World Series, according to the FanDuel Sportsbook. So really close there to the top at plus 600.
I'm going to be honest. I would have gotten that one right. But again, it would have been a guess. I just hear about the Dodgers more than every other team. You know, I watch ESPN.
Fair.
So
I watch ESPN.
Yeah, I like to talk about the Dodgers.
So Chris, that's going to push you into the
informed.
lead. Kev got that one right. Nice job. Dame as well.
What up,
Albert
Dame?
and
Welcome
Jordan all getting this one
Yeah.
right. Looks like the chat was on
Chat
that
knew
one.
it.
So two
Maria-
baseball questions over there in the
Maria
in the
said,
FanDuel
me and
Fun.
Cal Ripken Jr. share a birthday and hang with the same friends. No biggie. That's true. We are 1 degree separated from Cal Ripken.
And hang with the same friends. I would like
Yes.
more like
You have a mutual friend with Cal Ripken Jr.?
Yeah, my former CEO, former company I worked for, and my mentor, a good friend of mine, he just like hangs out with Cal Ripken, goes and plays basketball at his house.
interesting.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Just casually basketball with Cal
Yeah, I'm
Ripken.
waiting for the introduction, but
Yeah, no
hasn't made
kidding.
it
That actually made me laugh.
Yeah, Mr. Scammer said just relegate the Orioles. Yeah, I think they're
Put them
getting
in the
close.
AAA.
And then Jason Meaney is one of the last remaining fantasy baseball players like myself. Hey, there's dozens of you guys. I know there are.
all over the place.
There's a couple of us, yeah. A few of us left.
Messed up. I did a league once.
Once. That's
It's
it.
too
Had
much.
enough
It's
after
too
1
much
year.
for me.
I
can't
actually
keep
think
up.
I won that league.
It is a
but, like,
grind.
it wasn't for money.
I've got mad respect for the people that are really good at fantasy baseball because that is tough. But Chris, you got that one right. So you're going to get to send
Okay.
Josh to a category. Where would you like to send him?
Let's do odd man out.
Odd man out. Josh, what value question would you like?
400.
400. Josh going big. Less than 5 interceptions. Tyler Huntley, Aaron Rodgers, Jameis Winston, Mike White. Only one of
That's
these players
tough.
did not throw less than 5 interceptions. Who was it?
So Tyler Huntley had 3 interceptions his last game, I believe. That maybe it wasn't 3. Oh man, now I might be mixing them up. Jameis Winston probably threw. He had to throw 5. Mike White, did he even play enough games to throw 5? I'm gonna go with Mike White. here. Let me go with
Just
Mike
a
White.
reminder, I'm not giving anything away. I don't care what answer you said. You're naming the player that did not throw less than 5 interceptions. So the one player that threw more than 5.
More.
That is confusing.
Yeah, that like I knew it was odd man out, but like yeah, okay. So I'm naming the person that threw more than 5 interceptions.
3 of these players threw less than 5. One of them threw 5 or more. I need you to name that.
Stick
player.
with Mike White.
Oh.
Stick with Mike
I'm
White.
gonna go with
Just do
Jameis
it.
Winston.
Jameis Winston, final answer.
Yeah.
It was Mike White with 8 interceptions. Aaron Rodgers threw 4. Tyler Huntley threw 4.
You
And
should have stuck
Jameis
with Mike
Winston
White.
threw
the least.
3.
doing?
And Mike White lit the league on fire in the first game.
Jay,
Everyone was
Did he
hyping
ever?
Mike White.
Yeah.
You're saying I knew it. I didn't know it at all. I just had the right answer. I was completely wrong. How many games did Mike White play?
It was like 5. It was or
Yeah.
something like that. It
I
wasn't.
think
very
he's
good.
I think he was one of only 3 quarterbacks to have at least 250 passing yards on the Bills. Like, they were
Really?
pretty. I mean, their schedule was pretty weak, but I think it was Brady, Mahomes, and Mike White.
Oh, what?
The
Wonder
The Mike
Rodgers
White
is not like
stats
the
from
other.
this year are wild. Like if you look
Oh,
at
they
his
are
big
wild.
logs, it's just
Yeah.
this like roller coaster with him over there. But
Mike
Josh,
White.
unfortunately, You got that one wrong, but I thought it'd be fun to remember the Mike White saga from this season. There was so much that happened.
It was a great question.
Absolutely.
We forget about that.
And the chat was with you, Josh. Mr. Scamper said Winston. Albert said Winston. Dame said gotta be Jameis.
I almost didn't put Jameis in there because I thought it would be
confident about.
too tricky because he throws so many interceptions. But unfortunately, Josh, you missed that one. You went big. It didn't pay off.
I should have realized this whole season, Jameis Winston, he was so efficient, low yardage numbers, throwing a lot of touchdowns, really not making a lot of mistakes. Really extremely different than what we saw in the past. So I should have realized that.
There we go.
All right. I'll take grab bag for 300.
Grab bag for 300 from JL. Which NFL team plays their home games in Nissan Stadium? The Jacksonville Jaguars, the Tennessee Titans, or the Houston Texans?
Yeah.
Nissan Stadium.
I'm telling you, not all these questions are about sports. You guys are just picking the sports ones in there.
Yes.
I feel like I'm trying to see which team gives the biggest Nissan vibes.
I'm not sure if it helps.
I'm not sure. The Jaguars, I'm pretty sure they have a pool in their stadium. That definitely does not make me think of Nissan. So I'll go with Titans.
Titans, final answer?
Yeah.
You would be correct. The Tennessee Titans, Nissan North America is headquartered in Nashville, and the Tennessee Titans have their stadium sponsored by them. Nice job, JL. You got that one right. Going to add 300 and tie you with Chris.
And I'm in last place.
Now you get to pick Chris's category.
All right.
I'm coming back there, guys. Watch out, Chris. I'm coming for you.
I'm terrified of these.
I'm not worried about
questions. So, you know what? No, I'm gonna stick Chris in grab bag.
Oh, I don't think
he's gonna get all these baseball questions and just run away with it. Yeah. So
you don't know that they're all baseball. I'm just saying that.
There's basketball. There's other sports.
So far, they've only been baseball, so I can only assume that it's only baseball.
Chris, I'm gonna bet they're not only baseball.
Which grab bag question would you like?
Let's go 400. I'll try
400 in the grab bag category. How do you say apple in French? Apfel, manzana, pomme, or apple?
Please tell me you came up with these. Sitting there thinking what would be what's a French sounding way?
Pomme.
I hope you took French in high school or whatever.
Is that your final answer, Chris?
It is, yeah.
Pomme is correct. Apfel is German, manzana is Spanish, and apple is Dutch. Pomme is French.
Did you actually know it?
Job.
I did know that, yeah. I don't know a lot of French. I took French in school growing up.
You did?
I follow the Montreal Canadiens, who are a French team, so I know some French words just from listening to press
You're talking about apples a lot.
Yeah, they're skipping around.
It's, hockey players, it's their go-to. No, it's not.
Apple a day kind of deal, you know?
I feel like I've also seen it in grocery stores, too. Maybe things are different here. Jay says it. I'm Canadian. It's probably on the bag or,
somewhere in there.
Actually, that
somewhere
does
in the
kind of
grocery
add
store.
up a little bit. A lot more French influence in Canada compared to
Absolutely.
America.
And Albert saying Pomme. Nice job, Albert. You got that one. Good job. And Chris, I thought that one was going to be tricky, but you nailed that one. Where are you going to send Josh?
I am going to send him right back to Odd Man Out.
I love this category personally. 300 this time.
Okay.
I got this.
100 plus receptions. Hunter Renfrow, CeeDee Lamb, Tyreek Hill.
Yes.
So one of these players did not have 100 plus receptions. I need you to tell me that player.
CeeDee Lamb.
Final answer?
Yes.
Josh, you are correct. CeeDee Lamb only had 79 receptions. Hunter Renfrow had 103 and Tyreek Hill had 111. I thought that one might be a little tricky, but you saw right through it.
I just know that CeeDee Lamb had a bad season compared to expectations.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, he was being drafted as like a top 10 receiver, even in redraft leagues. And I'm not saying that was a bad call. I didn't have him in any redraft teams, but it's probably around where I had him ranked coming into the season. And I think he finished like closer to 20.
Yeah, I think you're right. The chat was on your side, Josh. They all got this one as well. Mr. Scampers, Jay, and Albert all coming in with CeeDee Lamb. And then for Hunter Renfrow,
I will tell you this. I was not 100% sure Tyreek Hill had 100 receptions, but I was pretty confident he had more than CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah. The Hunter Renfrow part I thought was going to be tricky. I feel like with him, whatever you think the stat is, multiply it by like 1.3, and then that's probably what his actual numbers are. Because I feel like the touchdowns one we talked about yesterday. No one remembers that he had 9 touchdowns for Hunter Renfrow, 9 receiving touchdowns.
He's awesome. I think he's fantastic. The Raiders are probably going to draft a wideout, and he probably won't flirt with 100 again. But he's really good. He's a terrific route runner. He's got great hands.
And with Darren Waller coming back, he's not going to get 9 touchdowns again, I assume.
Exactly.
But he's talented, like you said. Yes. And I didn't buy in. He went to Clemson, right?
Well, maybe you should have been incredibly biased like a Clemson fan and drafted him like us.
I know JL and Simon were into his talent.
We did watch a lot of his games in college, so
I don't know.
Yeah, I saw most of his games, if not every single one.
I was out.
Josh, you got that one right, though, so you get to pick JL's next category. Where are you going to be sending JL?
JL, I want you to go to FanDuel Fun now.
No! I will take FanDuel Fun for 200, please.
200 from the FanDuel Fun category for JL. Which player currently has the best odds to be named the NBA regular season MVP in 2022? Is it Stephen Curry, LeBron James, or Joel Embiid?
I 100% know this answer. They were talking about on SportsCenter earlier. Not SportsCenter, some ESPN show.
Well, I think that it's probably not LeBron. Could it be Steph or Embiid? I don't know. I don't watch basketball. I'll go with Embiid.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You are correct, JL. Embiid at plus 145. Neither of these guys are even really close.
I knew
to him
LeBron
in
got
terms of
hurt.
betting odds.
Sure.
Embiid is the betting favorite to be the regular season MVP this year. Nice job, JL. You were so scared of that category, and then you got it.
Well, by a just random guess, really.
And Jay in here wants to start the debate right now. Jordan greater than LeBron. I have no opinion. I only know about LeBron. I don't have any memory of the Jordan years and haven't done any research. Meaney, what do you think? Jordan or LeBron?
It's Jordan. It's Jordan, but it's close. I think it's a lot closer than the massive Jordan fans would like you to believe. It is really tight. Morant, Jordan, LeBron is not correct.
On the same level. No, I'm on the same. I would say Jordan in this answer, but it is close. Like right?
Yeah.
Like when it comes down to it.
I mean, it's super close. Yeah.
You're not.
Even if you compare their numbers overall, if you look at their numbers overall statistically, I mean, it's really really close. But Jordan was just a beast in the champion. He was a beast in the finals. He won those ships.
When it comes to Jordan was just a beast. Period. He was the man, and LeBron is perceived as a pants. I'll say that. Let's just put it that way.
Soft.
Let's just put it that way, right? Soft, yes.
But he's got those. He's got the titles. So
yeah.
How soft can
and Embiid, because James Harden was just traded to the 76ers, and they were talking about how it's hurting Joel Embiid's MVP race, because now Harden's going to take a lot more points and stuff.
Still the betting odds favorite, though. So we had some basketball over there. We had some baseball. Who knows what's left over there? Could be more of those. Could be something else. But, JL, you got that one right, so you get to pick Chris's next category.
All right. Chris, where do you want to go?
Grab bag.
Careful.
All right, grab bag.
Dude, he's actually serious.
You were serious. You really wanted FanDuel Fun, to be honest.
I knew he was trying to play that game.
FanDuel Fun, then.
Oh, so you're switching it, Joe?
Yeah, send him to FanDuel Fun.
Okay, send it over to me. All right, let's do it.
400.
400.
Okay, big time here. Which tennis player is currently favored to win the French Open? Stefanos Tsitsipas, Novak Djokovic, or Rafael Nadal?
I know what I would say.
This is a different sport.
I don't know if it's the right answer.
Yeah. I think it's Nadal.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It is Nadal.
Nice.
Nadal is dominant at the French Open. He's hard to beat there. He's the best clay player in the entire world, if not best player in the world. But Nadal is the answer. Nice job, Chris.
Of all time.
Oh, absolutely. You got that.
All right.
Couldn't even be tripped up by tennis, baseball, tennis.
The clay, the French Open. That was it. I think you could have said any other
the French.
major.
You can hit them with the French.
Playing to my strengths again. Yes, absolutely. Josh, for you, I will pick There Can Only Be One.
Perfect. That's what I wanted. I won $400.
He's gonna say that regardless.
Okay, Josh, there can only be
Yes, I
one.
was.
Which Matt
I'm just
has
glad
the
you didn't
most
send me to
all-time passing yards? Matt Ryan, Matt Hasselbeck, or Matt Stafford?
I am like 90. Okay, like I was like 100% confident when I first started like celebrating, and I was like, wait,
90.
Matt Stafford could be kind of close, but I'm pretty sure it's Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan, lock it in.
Lock it in.
I just was looking up this stuff.
Matt Ryan is correct with 59,735 yards. Matt Stafford not too far behind at almost 50,000. And Matt Hasselbeck with an impressive 36,638.
It
Pretty
is
good.
Yeah.
He had a long career. I didn't realize how many passing yards he had over his career. But Ryan is correct. Josh,
I was
that's
just
gonna add
talking
400.
to someone when I was on vacation. We were in a ski resort with a couple of my buddies, and they were talking about Matt Ryan. They were talking about Matt Ryan and like comparing him to like Joe Flacco, just because we're Ravens fans around here. I was like, "What are you guys talking about? Matt Ryan has so many passing yards. He's probably top 10 ever." And they were like, "That's complete bullcrap. There's no way." And they looked it up, and I think he was top 10.
The Joe Flacco goggles are real in Baltimore. I thought all the like Joe Flacco
ridiculous.
elite. I thought the Joe Flacco elite like conversation was kind of like a jokey, memey, right? And I was visiting Joe in Baltimore, sat at a bar, and I like meant like someone was wearing a Joe Flacco shirt, and I made like a little joke, and it wasn't funny. Like the guy was like, "No, he is elite. What are you talking about?" And like at that moment, I realized they're not kidding. They're serious.
They are
You
serious.
got
just
paid
really
like he was
fan.
elite after that Super Bowl.
He did.
Yeah.
I'm a Ravens fan. He was never elite. That Super Bowl run, he was.
He was phenomenal.
during that run.
Yeah.
He was.
FanDuel said Dolphins legend Matt Moore snub. How dare I leave Matt Moore off of this question?
Come on, Simon. You should at least throw him in there.
The disrespect.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. I include Hasselbeck, but don't include Moore. That is just rude. Josh, you got that one right, though. So you get to send JL to his next category.
Yeah,
Look at Josh bragging about going
I feel
on
bad about
vacation.
it.
Don't do it, Josh. Don't
I'm
do
gonna
it.
do it to
Josh,
you.
don't do it. Don't do it.
FanDuel
Josh,
fun.
no. I'll take
You're
it
gonna
for
get this
100,
one.
please.
Which NHL team is currently favored to
my
win the 2022
freaking
Stanley
God.
Cup? The Philadelphia Flyers, the New York Islanders,
Yes.
or the Colorado Avalanche?
Yes.
Chris is sitting up there going, "You idiots!
He
If
has
you don't
no
know this
idea.
one." No, he. There's a reason this is in the 100. Just so you know.
Yeah.
Great.
I thought maybe it'd be 500. You guys put hockey 500. That was my thinking.
Oh my God, 2022. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna look like an idiot here. I'll just go with the freaking Avalanche. I guess that's a cool name.
Final
That's a
answer.
cool name.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Let's go.
JL, you lucked your way into it.
Wow,
Avalanche at
one
plus
out of-
400. The Islanders are at plus 10,000 and the Flyers at plus 30,000. Nice job, JL.
It would have made you look pretty bad, I guess, because the other two are nowhere close to even making the playoffs.
I know.
and
Except
the
when I
Avs have been
made
favored
my
for
order
3
of
years in a row.
teams, There was a plus 25,000 team that I put first.
Oh my God.
You nailed it.
Diamondbacks,
Joe.
right?
You nailed
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. I knew it the whole time. I never doubted.
And Jay said should be the Canes. I originally had the Canes in here as an option, but thought since some of you guys don't know hockey, I would take it to like the bottom barrel teams. Take out any team that are kind of in
You could have
contention
put
here.
any team in this list.
I probably could have put some.
To be
I
honest
probably could
with
have
you.
put fake teams in there. Like I
You-
could have like
you-
made
Oh,
up some
100%.
teams.
I
You
know
could
the
put a
hockey
fake team.
teams. I know
I
the
do
hockey
not.
teams, but I used to play a little bit of chill.
A little bit of tough.
A little bit of chill.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that word is.
Chill.
Let's-
That's NHL video.
Oh,
game.
just shortened because it can't be. Okay, it's too long.
No, that's. I think that's what people that play
call
NHL
it-
like 2K. Like,
Oh,
call it.
okay. It's like the short. All right. I'm gonna send Chris to name that player.
Okay,
All
Chris.
right.
Which dollar
I'll
amount would
do.
you like?
I'll do 300.
300 and name that player. Quarterback, 41 passing touchdowns, tied for first in interceptions with 17. Is it Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Matthew Stafford, or Josh Allen?
It is Matthew Stafford.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Wait a
It
second.
is
Trevor
Matthew
Lawrence
Stafford.
also has the most interceptions.
Yeah, but yeah, I thought you were telling me I was
It
wrong.
wasn't
and I was
close to
did you read
41,
that?
No, he did not have. He had less.
He had like
touchdowns than
11
interceptions, right?
or something
believe.
like
Yeah.
that. Like it was a ridiculous
And
amount.
he
Nice
threw
job,
like 3
Chris.
touchdowns his first game, or 3 or 4.
He did. Yeah.
I'm hoping
Ah,
next season
Peterson
looks
will
better
help
with
him out.
Urban Meyer. Out of the
I
way
actually
there,
think
Peterson
you're
in
right,
there.
Chris.
It can't get
Like-
any worse.
Walt Peterson has an ego, I think, a little bit. I think he's a good coach. Do you agree as an Eagles fan?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of the success that Philly had at that time was more on Frank Reich, but he made it work with Nick Foles. Carson Wentz looked as good as he ever looked, in that season. And he's been around some good quarterbacks as well. He's under the Andy Reid coaching tree. He spent some time as a backup quarterback with Green Bay. So I think he's an offensive mind, which is what Trevor Lawrence needs.
Absolutely. That team needs an offensive mind.
They need something offensive.
Yeah. Anything. Honestly, anything.
Yes.
Josh,
all right,
you got that
so I got to
one.
pick.
Oh, no, Chris, you got that one correct. So where are you sending Joshua?
We will send him to the good one. We'll send you to Grab Bag.
I knew it. I actually knew you were going to send me there.
You did not.
I had a feeling.
Lying again. Lying Josh.
I knew.
No, this is Josh being humble again, is him knowing that.
I'm so humble. I'm so freaking humble. Give me the $500 one.
Okay, 500. Grab bag.
Let's go.
Put these countries in order from most to least of all-time medal count at the Winter Olympics. Okay. So the most medals won at the Winter Olympics to the least. The 4 countries are Canada, Russia, United States, and Norway.
Oh,
I don't know.
This is a good 500.
I feel like we talked about this recently on the stream, or maybe not on the stream.
Norway's
I can't remember.
Probably higher than it's like you would think. I still think the United States is number 1. I think Canada is probably
Careful.
Canada has a good hockey team.
Yeah, watch yourself.
Watch it.
Canada sucks. So I mean,
I'll tell you what, they did not win a medal in hockey for
that
the men's.
Helped.
Didn't, anyways.
Oh.
I'll go United States, Russia, Canada, Norway.
United States, Russia, Canada, Norway, and that is exactly what Mr. Scamper's put in the chat as well. As you said it, Josh, you guys were in sync.
I was not copying you, Mr. Scampers, I promise.
The actual answer.
I don't think
it is
correct.
Norway, US, Canada, Russia.
Someone told me Norway was like crazy high. I think it was probably you, Simon.
I should have probably have put Norway higher. I knew it was a $500 question.
Norway's number 1 at 405, and then the U.S. is second at 330 behind them. So Norway has a big lead on the medal count in these Winter Olympics.
It was because we were freaking watching the Winter Olympics. I'm pretty sure you're the one that told me that. Now it's all coming
I'm
back.
glad you didn't get this question, JL.
Even if I knew Norway was number 1, I still would have gotten it wrong. So it doesn't matter.
Yes, I was gonna say the next 3 were not easy.
And then I think what may have tripped you up with the Russia one is the medals are separated. The Soviet Union also has a lot of medals. Russia has medals themselves as well, though, as Russia. So Russia
they're not getting any medals right now. I'll tell you that.
That's one of the and then any medals won right now go to the Russian Olympic Committee, not to Russia itself's medal count there. So that's probably why
I was really confused during the Summer Olympics when I kept seeing ROC, the Russian Olympic Committee.
Yeah. Glad you
so
figured
Josh,
it out.
You got that one wrong. Chris.
Oh
wait, no, it's not Chris's turn. JL, you get free reign of the board.
Chris is running away with this game right now.
He is. I'll take name that player for 400.
Name that player for 400. JL, running back, RB9 and PPR finish, 618 rushing yards. Was it Alvin Kamara, Cordero Patterson, Aaron Jones, or Josh Jacobs?
I'll go with Alvin Kamara.
Final answer?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was Cordero Patterson here. Cordero Patterson. I thought maybe the fairly high finish with the low rushing yards might give that to you there. Aaron Jones and Alvin Kamara were the trickier answer choices going.
I was
back
split between those two, JL. I knew it had to be one of those two guys.
That is tricky.
Mr. Scampers got it in the chat. Nice
CP.
job, Mr. Scampers.
CP.
But Chris, JL giving you a little present. You get free reign of the board right here.
Let's stick with name that player. Take that 500.
Oh,
okay.
no.
500.
I need that.
Try to.
I need that 500.
I know you do, so get rid of it.
A running back. In 2015, they were the PPR running back 1 overall. In 2021, they were the PPR RB 31. Was that player David Johnson, Todd Gurley, Devonta Freeman, Le'Veon Bell, or Mark Ingram?
I changed my mind. I have no idea who it is.
Oh, man.
In 2015,
question.
they were the top overall running back, and this year they were the RB 31. Who is it?
I think it's oh man, what a great question. I think like a lot of I think DJ and Freeman both finished and Bell even won. RB31 this year. Devonta Freeman.
Final answer?
I'm going to go with him, yeah. I'm going to just go with it, yeah.
The answer
It's
is
It's right.
Devonta Freeman
Nice.
is the correct answer. Nice.
Almost second guessed myself there with DJ.
I said I'm 100% sure of this answer, and I was 100% sure of this answer, but then I realized I'm a Ravens fan. I know where Devonta Freeman ended, maybe, so I didn't want to give any. I was like, never mind. I don't know.
What a great question, right? Because DJ was an RB1, wasn't he not? The year that he had the ton of catches.
Was that next?
Yeah,
year?
2016, and then I know that he didn't touch the field at all, really, this year. But Ingram too was a guy who I don't think he ever finished as RB1, but he was super close though.
Yeah,
he finished as a top 10 RB, I think, a couple of years.
Yeah,
I tried to throw
all
some
these
names
guys
in there
finished
that
as one,
fit.
except for Ingram, I would say, at one point or another.
I think at some point they have, and then Mark Ingram was just a name that was good in 2015, had a very high finish, and then was close-ish to the 31 range here. Tried to throw another name in there from that age range that might throw you off. But Chris, you got that one right, and that is going to make it hard for these guys to catch you. 2,100 to 900 to 800.
What are you doing, Josh? Get it together.
Chris, come on. Don't do me dirty.
I know I probably should give you the grab bag, right? But come on, it's all good. I'll give you
It's so nice.
I'll give you a chance. Yeah. There can only be one.
All right, I need it. Give me the 500, Simon.
Okay, there can only be one. Which Moore had the most receiving touchdowns during the 2021 regular season? DJ Moore, Elijah Moore, Rondale Moore, or Chris Moore?
This is actually a really tough question because DJ Moore, I know,
As he's
had
dancing.
not any touchdowns. He was really low on touchdowns. It's like it just sums up DJ Moore. I think he had 4. Rondale Moore barely played. Chris Moore couldn't have. I'm gonna go with Elijah Moore.
Final answer?
No.
Okay. And you are correct. Elijah Moore had 5. DJ Moore had 4 for the 3rd season in a row. Chris Moore with 2 and Rondale Moore with 1. Nice job, Josh. I thought that one was tough.
It was tough.
Yeah.
Everything in your body wants to say DJ Moore. Elijah Moore missed a lot of time, you know? DJ Moore should have had more touchdowns.
Oh, absolutely. He should have.
Yeah.
I think every other category I could have put up there. What do you guys think about DJ Moore going into next season if the quarterback room doesn't change differently? Are you viewing him as a back end wide receiver 1, or is he somebody that's dropping into wide receiver 2 territory for you? Josh?
When it comes down to it, he probably finished as a back end, like a middling wide receiver 2 this season. And if he doesn't change his quarterback situation, that's right where he's probably going to end up, in my mind. Because, again, he can't score touchdowns. But he's a really talented wide receiver. And if he does get that quarterback situation figured out, he's a wide receiver 1 for me. So,
yeah, and he finished as the wide receiver 18 this year in PPR is where DJ Moore finished. Chris, do you agree with Josh? Is that about how you're viewing him for next season?
Yeah, I think they're going to do something in the quarterback position. I don't think they're going to roll with Sam again. Even if they draft somebody, it's not going to be great this year. I think they're going to make a splash. So if they make whether it's a Russell Wilson or a Deshaun Watson or someone like that, then we're looking at him as a lock and loaded wide receiver 1. But I think wide receiver 2 is fair. Wasn't he top 5 in receiving yards? Like he's an absolute monster. Even over the last 3 years. I almost did a video about it.
I almost did a video about it, Chris. No, he was top 5, I think, in receiving yards and
targets.
He was top 10 in targets and receptions. It's just the touchdowns.
No touchdowns.
Which just changed his touchdowns. He's a locked and loaded wide receiver 1.
Yeah, he's very explosive too after the catch. It's not a big red zone threat, so I don't know if he'll ever be a guy that gets double digits even with a good quarterback. But we'll see how
he's only like
USC uses it.
Yeah,
he's not a tall wide receiver, a big bodied receiver, but get this guy the ball and he
in open
space.
Happy,
he can get a hoop in. I really like him. Just needs a quarterback.
Josh, you got that one right though. Are you going to pay the favor on Chris? Chris did you a gift and sent you to a category with a 500.
You know what?
Are you going to send JL to grab?
I'm going to be nice to JL here. There can only be one.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, JL.
I thought that.
So you
thought you'd go in the middle.
Wow, you can get all the way up to 200, JL. What would you like to do here?
Oh, I don't want to be too greedy, so maybe I should just take the 100 and be grateful for it. I'll take the 200, please.
Okay, there can only be one. Which Tyler had the most targets in the 2021 regular season?
Easy.
Tyler Boyd, Tyler Higbee, or Tyler Lockett?
I'll go with Tyler Lockett.
Are you locking it in?
Yeah. Yes.
That was
Locketing it. And
That was so bad, Simon.
Perfect execution. Nailed it. It was Tyler Lockett with 107
Nice.
to Tyler Boyd's 94 and Tyler Higbee's 85. Nice job, JL. That's going to add 200 to your total and put you at almost half of Chris's score.
wow,
and
almost
now-
half.
Almost half.
Low blow there.
Yeah. Just
Only
you
blow I
can't,
know.
you can't be nice to him.
Where are you
500.
sending
or,
Chris?
I'm sorry, odd man out for
Actually,
Chris. Yeah.
And I'm taking
I want
it.
you to lose. I'm
500.
playing against you. now, guys.
lose? You can still win, JL. What are you
I don't
talking
care
about?
winning.
You're not out of this game.
I just care about not losing.
Well, meanwhile, Chris is like quietly up here, like, I'll have the 500, please.
Yeah, give me the 500 on man out, please. Absolutely. Thank you.
Drafted in the 4th round. So I need the one
goodness.
player that was not drafted in the 4th round. We've got Devonta Freeman, Dak Prescott, Jarvis Landry, Brandon Marshall, and Steven Gostkowski. Only one of these players was not a 4th round draft pick. Who was that player? And this is NFL draft, not fantasy
I
draft.
think I know it. I'm like
I
90%.
think Dak was a 3rd rounder. I thought Dak was a 3rd rounder. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dak. I mean, it's just some initial gut there. Yeah, Landry was on my mind too. I can't look at the chat. Give me Dak.
Final
Sit
answer?
Dak.
I would have said
Yeah.
Landry.
Yeah.
2nd round.
I would have said Dak.
The answer is
Damn
Jarvis
Landry.
Landry in round 2. All of these other guys
Nice.
are drafted in the 4th round, including Dak Prescott.
That's
So that one was a
crazy. He's
little
4th round
bit
pick.
trickier. I tried to go back far enough to find a receiver that it might have been
The
surprising.
only reason I know this. Sorry, go ahead, Simon.
Oh, no. Go ahead, Josh.
The only reason I know this is because Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry played together. I know Odell Beckham was a early 1st round pick, and I knew Jarvis Landry was still a high round pick because they were both highly talented coming out of college. So that's I just can make that connection.
What a narrative
Very,
to make
very
that
glad I
connection,
gave this
Josh.
to Chris and not
That
you,
was-
then, Josh.
Yeah, that's
LSU.
good move for me to take
Defense.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. So, Josh, now you get to pick your question. I'm guessing
Great.
I know what you want.
Woo.
Yeah, I'll take out a man out for 200.
Odd man out for 200 from Josh. 1,000 plus receiving yards. Mike Evans, Michael Pittman Jr., Amari Cooper. Which one of these players did not have 1,000 plus receiving yards?
So it's Amari Cooper.
Easy.
I don't know if it's easy. I think it would trip up a lot of people out there, but it's Amari Cooper.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It is Amari Cooper with 865. Both of these other guys over 1,000 yards this season.
And it's because
Nice
Amari
job,
Cooper missed
Joshua.
time. Right.
Yep. I thought maybe the Pittman might
Because
trick
he
people who
sucks.
weren't paying too much attention, but Pittman had himself a great season from a yardage standpoint there. Josh, where are you sending JL? For the last
Grab
question before the
bag.
final round.
Grab bag. You can have grab bag, Joe.
Thank you.
Okay, JL, here's your question. The last one before Final Jeopardy. In The Incredibles, what is Violet's superpower? Communicates with squirrels, invisibility, or taste sound?
Invisibility.
Final answer, are you
taste-
sure?
Yeah.
Imagine tasting sound. Like just for a
I
second.
can imagine it. It
Do you want to
sounds
consider
fantastic.
that?
Think about
JL?
it.
Maybe run through the movies again one more time.
Have you
Yeah.
seen Rick and Morty?
I have.
Because Morty talks to some squirrels.
He does.
He does. Yeah.
Good thing this question is not about Rick and Morty, though. So I'll go with invisibility.
You're sticking with your answer despite all of the warnings from everybody
Yes.
here. You're sticking with
Yes.
invisibility.
Uh-huh.
Well, you are correct, JL. That's going to add 100 to your total. And
Weird.
you are not out of it with getting that question right going into Final Jeopardy. You have a chance now, JL. You had to get that one right. Nice job.
That Rick and Morty episode with the squirrels talking is awesome. I love that. But the squirrels are like really smart. They're like, "Oh, the coup d'etat is on. And like, we need to schedule the." I don't know. I can't. They're too smart for me. They're too smart.
on.
And Jay in here. That was really good, Josh. I can tell you've practiced that. And Maria knew The Incredibles once said invisibility. And then phew, close one. Yeah, she was
Have you
afraid you were
seen the
going to
last
change your
one?
answer.
Taste sound sounds pretty
Yeah,
fun,
you
though.
guys can see the last one. This isn't anybody's question, but we can see it. There can only be one. Which James had the most rushing touchdowns in the 2021 regular season? James Conner, James Robinson, or James White? This
Probably
is a
James
100.
White.
Yeah, James
Probably
White.
James White.
Chris, do you agree with Josh, James White on this one?
I do not know. JC.
It's JC
Connor.
all day.
Oh, yeah,
James
it's
Robinson
JC
a
by
lot,
quite
though.
a bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
James Robinson quietly had 8 touchdowns before his injury over there.
Give
James
those
White had
touchdowns
1.
to DJ Moore, and then we can have some fun.
If we're being honest, this was one more touchdown than I thought James White had on the ground whenever I was pulling these stats. I did not know he even had 1 this year. Guys,
It would have been really funny if you threw in James Earl Jones.
You should have done that. Missed opportunity.
Earl Jones.
And we didn't remember that he had 1 rushing touchdown as well this year.
might have.
After we cleared the board, guys, Chris has a decent lead sitting there at $2,100. Josh in second with $1,600, and JL still in it with $1,100. It is anybody's game
Always
as we
in
go into Final Jeopardy. I'm going to tell you what the Final Jeopardy category is, and then I'm going to need you guys to make your wagers. Reminder, if you get this question wrong, it will be subtracted from your total. If you get it right, it will be added. Your Final Jeopardy category is NFL team statistics. So NFL team statistics.
Team statistics. Let's go.
So if you guys could write down your wagers either on a piece of paper. Chris, do you have a piece of paper handy?
Yeah, I got one here.
Nice.
Post-it note.
I mean,
Let's
team
see,
statistics.
Team
What we're talking
statistics.
about? I don't know.
Josh had 1,600, right? And JL had
Shoot, I wrote down
1100.
percentage. Too used to poll perception.
Let me know when you guys have your wagers, and I'll have you reveal them all at once. JL, you look like you have yours ready.
Oh yeah.
Josh, you got yours
Got mine.
ready? And Chris, you
Got
ready?
Yeah.
Let's see those wagers.
All in, baby.
Oh man, I should have went all in too. I went 800.
All in from these guys. So Josh, that'll put you at
I could take this money
3,200
home,
if you get it
right?
right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Well,
That's what I
only if you
figured.
win. Only if you win.
Yeah.
You know?
Only if you
So,
win.
Exactly. It's like Jeopardy. And you have to send me your fax number.
And Chris, your wager was 800, just to confirm.
Yeah. Lame.
Okay.
Well, how much?
Here
How
we
much
go.
money do you
Yes.
get?
I had 2,100. I was gonna put it all just because whatever.
No. I think that's the smart move, right? 800 in there. I don't know.
we'll see.
I'm not.
think it
Yeah,
was a
I'm math's
smart
not my
wager.
strong suit. I'm not a math guy.
And Maria in here saying people actually lick pens. I haven't seen anyone do that. Who licked a pen?
Which one of you did it?
Oh,
Me.
I don't know who did it, but I've licked pen. Did I do it?
Then
did I
it
do
was you.
Then it was you. I don't.
I
It was
didn't
definitely
realize
you
I did
then.
it.
Yeah.
No,
I chew on
it
pens?
works, guys. No, like if your
I
pen's not
chew on
ready
them
and you
too.
lick it real fast, it works. Like
It can't be good for you.
I thought it was something that teachers did to gross me out in elementary school, along with licking their finger before they handed me a
works.
paper. God, that was like my least favorite thing. A teacher would like spit on their finger and
didn't
then
even
take a
realize I
paper
did
off the top and hand it to you. You know what I'm talking about?
Now I can't
I
unsee.
I swear to God, I didn't realize I did it, but it works. It makes your pen work.
Since the pandemic, I can't not see like all the quarterbacks and lick their
Right.
hand, like big old lick, and then they touch the ball that everyone's touching. It's like, oh god, that's not good.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Okay, guys, are you ready
Ready to
for
go,
your
guys.
final Jeopardy question?
Yeah.
Yep.
Here's your
Yes.
question. Which of these teams ran the most offensive plays in the 2021 regular season? The Los Angeles Rams, the Cincinnati Bengals, or the Baltimore Ravens? And just so you guys know, offensive plays, according to the stat source that I was looking at, are defined by pass attempts plus rush attempts plus times sacked. So sacks against the quarterback plus rush attempts plus pass attempts accounts for all offensive plays. So I need you guys to write which of these 3 teams you think ran the most offensive plays.
I don't know, but I'm gonna go with
Man, yeah,
something.
it's
I think
tough.
I know this actually.
Give you guys about 30
Because
seconds to get your answers down there. Mr.
because
Scamper
we
said the
play
answer is
these
Phillip
games.
Rivers.
That could be the answer. Because we play these games, I just like know so much more trivia because whenever I have to host it,
Learning a thing or two about coming on this show. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Chris gets it. Chris gets
Yeah.
it.
Let me get.
I don't
let me
know
when
this
you-
answer, but
I
Let me know
don't
when you
know
guys
it
have
at
your
all,
answers
but
written down.
I wrote down something. That's for sure.
Also, over in the private chat, if you're not the people in the chat know the answer, but in case they do,
Yeah.
All right.
Jail,
good.
Josh, everyone
I already have
got
my
theirs.
answer written down. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and reveal your answers, and then I will tell you what the actual answer is. JL said Ravens. Josh said
Butthole.
Ravens.
I said Cincinnati.
And Meaney said
Damn it, Josh.
Cincinnati on this
I
one.
said
The
Ravens
Ravens.
because their defense was not good this year. They had to run a lot of offensive plays, and the other two had good defenses this year.
And you're a fan, so you knew.
Yeah. I did not know that if they were the team that ran the most offensive plays, we'll see. I did not know at all.
Let's see. Well, the correct answer is the Baltimore Ravens with 1,185. Honestly, I thought I was going to throw the Ravens fans off with this one because that hasn't been the Ravens team identity the past couple years.
Yeah.
But I thought I was going to get you guys.
They slowed the game down or like run the clock. They've been a run the clock team for the last multiple years, especially with Lamar Jackson. But we didn't have any running game this year. No running backs. Devontae Freeman, he was our best running back. He was only the 30th best fantasy running back. That shows something a little bit. We couldn't run the ball very well. And our defense was abysmal.
There were a lot of answers in the chat. We had Bengals from Kev, Rams from Mr. Scampers, Bengals from Albert, Rams from Maria, Cincinnati from Jay.
Baltimore.
No Baltimore. Wow. Mr. Scampers said Bengals had too many big plays for it to be the Bengals. I'm curious how many big plays they had during the season. But Josh, Chris led the entire game, and then you pulled the W out in final Jeopardy.
I shouldn't have given him that 500.
Yeah.
3-0 and it bit me.
Game.
I almost said it then.
500 mattered.
Yeah, I almost said it then. Like, now I
Don't
know you'll never win, Chris.
This is gonna come back.
You gotta be
nice,
ruthless.
Chris. You're too nice.
You gotta be ruthless.
Ah, man.
Chris,
I did get it right anyways, but risking 800 of 21 is pretty weak too. So I learned my lesson. Next time.
No, we got lucky at the end there.
If we were giving out a nicest award, you would win it, but unfortunately that doesn't come with any Coles Cash or Bitcoin. I think
I would come in last place.
Yeah, it doesn't come with any Bitcoin on that one. Josh, congrats on the win. But Chris, thank you so much for joining us today, my man. It was so much fun playing some Jeopardy with you. And everybody watching, if you're not already following Chris, go and follow him right now on Twitter at Chris Meaney. It is right there below his face on the screen. So make sure you guys go follow him right now. And Chris, for real, thank you so much. This has been a great time.
Yeah, this was awesome. You did a great job hosting. It's a lot of fun. Like I said before, last time I was on here, you guys do a really good job of making it fun, and you learn a thing. I've learned a lot, even though I was fortunate to get some baseball future questions. But it was great. I appreciate you guys having me. It was awesome.
Absolutely,
Chris. Always a pleasure.
Game, and I'm not lying. I do learn something almost every show we do. Like,
of course.
I really do. But,
and then I forget it right away.
Like apple in French, right?
Apple in French.
Josh, what's apple in French?
It's got the P's. The P's and the L's. The P's and the L's. The P's and the L's.
No L's. Chris said so you didn't learn.
I didn't learn anything. I know football. Football sticks in this brain very well. That's really all. That's it. Everything else, get it out here.
Okay, guys, on that note, everyone go study up on your French fruits. We will have a quiz next Friday at this same time. Grapefruit in particular, you need to make sure that you know. Until next week, though, guys, we are... Oh, did I get loud all of a sudden?
Yeah, very loud.
Oh, man, just screaming at you guys. It's because I wanted to make sure that you guys knew to tune in next week, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern time over on our YouTube channel, Front Yard Fantasy. If you enjoy these games, guys, we are live every single weekday at the same time at 3 p.m., playing games every day. So come join us over there. Until Monday, though, we are out of here. Thank you, everyone, for watching and playing along with us. And thank you, Chris, for joining us today. Adios, everybody.
Trading makes fantasy fun.